I grew up watching my mom sit at work writing checks and signing checks. And what I didn't realize is that, she wasn't just paying bills. She was writing checks for people's lives. She was writing checks for the lady at the front desk, her son's FFA. She was writing checks for soccer teams and for Little League teams.
I think I met her at a board meeting, and I just, what struck me was the woman has an opinion. She listened, and then there was just bold statements that came out. But what was awesome was they were real, and so she was a force to be reckoned with. I love strength, and so being around other folks who have that same passion, I knew I was in the right board.
So I've known Karen for 10 years, and the first thing I remember about her when I first met her was that she's very spunky. She's high energy, she's a lot of fun, and she happens to be opinionated from time to time.
I think in my experience working and knowing Karen, at everywhere she goes, she makes it home. And not only as a partner and a participant in Habitat's work, but every employee I've ever met that works for GAR have talked about an atmosphere that Karen creates where everyone feels like it's family.
I knew of Karen from my years at City Hall. We had occasionally been in meetings together about different projects, but didn't really get to know Karen until the late, probably 2010, right after I started at the food bank. Karen and Greg were at a Rotary event, and my wife Marcia and I had the opportunity to sit next to him. And we came out of there with such an appreciation for Karen and Greg. Just hearing all that she was involved with at the time, all that she's done, all her activity in the community. But more than that, it was just a passion and an energy, and she was just a fun person to be around.
John Solomson, good colleague and great guy, said there's a woman you have to meet out here because she has the same kind of mindset that you do about giving back to the community.
There are many things that I appreciate about Karen, and so one is her energy. I don't know how she does everything that she does. So she's very involved with the zoo, and she doesn't hold back. When she has an opinion, she lets you know, but it's always about making the community better. And what better way to voice your opinion than if your true goal is to make our community a better place.
And the thing about Karen that's fantastic is her passion, her courage, and her commitment. She knows what she believes in, she'll go after it, and she won't stop until she's got it solved.
She was the president of the PTA. She showed up to every performance that I had as a kid. She wasn't just mom, she was a mentor to my friends.
As I started to get to know her better, I just realized what a great person she is. She's very interested in how you're doing. I mean, just all around, she's just a great person and just a lot of fun.
So I'm always reminded of a license plate. It says he who dies with the most toys wins. Maybe as you get older and wiser in life, you realize that there's no greater joy, no greater wealth than having a family. I have two grandchildren now, and they are just the love of my life. They just light me up, right? I think it's about building my legacy. I hope my legacy is that they can enjoy and thrive in the same place that I found joy and thrived. All of my ideas and projects have been driven by somebody else. I'll mention the Fresno Chappie Zoo. And I had a grower's daughter that called me one morning who was a contractor for the zoo at the time. And she said, I was at the zoo this morning and I'm watching the Costco and Walmart trucks and they're delivering fresh fruits and vegetables. And she said everything that they're delivering was grown right here. And she said, have you ever thought about talking to the zoo about a partnership? And I said, well, actually I had, but I wasn't sure how to do that. And so she set up that first meeting, and it happened to be Scott Barton was new at the zoo, and he and I walked around the zoo and talked, and we came to a small wonder, and I said to him, I'd like to make this a farm.
Karen has always been generous with the community, and so we talked about them sponsoring the GAR Tertullian Foundation, sponsoring Valley Farm, and telling a broader story about the connection to agriculture in the Valley. We have about 850,000 visitors to Fresno Chaffee Zoo, and so the opportunity to tell those visitors about agriculture in the valley, because as much as agriculture is important in our valley, so many of the people in Fresno don't really know the story.
So you might say my first project was standing at a chamber event, much like the one today that I'm being honored at, and announcing to the crowd that we wanted to help build an emergency room in Clovis at the Clovis Medical Center. And we pledged at that time $500,000. The real kicker to that was they had to raise that $500,000 in less than 45 days. So it's over a pretty short window. When we left that luncheon, we had $183,000. I still remember. I can name those people still today, dear friends, that said they would be willing to donate to that match. And a few days later after that, we got a call from a grower, a large grower here in the valley, that said, Karen, if you can match that $500,000, we'll match you. And so we were able to raise in less than 45 days, $1.65 million. And if you go into the emergency today, it really prides me to see that plaque named in honor of our Central Valley farmers and families for the contribution they make to our valley and to our daily lives. And of course, our annual GAR Match, Feeding Families Fund Drive, our 6th year. Every year, I think we could never, ever surpass what we did the year before. And I'm always totally amazed and blown away by the generosity of people in the valley. And every year when I ask them to help me break the bank, they do that.
Congratulations, Karen. We do a great job of selecting some remarkable leaders that we can all grow from. This year, they got it right when they selected you. Congratulations.
You are so wonderful. You're such an asset. You're such a blessing. You're carrying on your family's legacy so well. You mean so much to me personally and to all of us as a community. Just know that you're loved and we value you greatly.
So Karen, from Marcia and I, but more than that, from all of us at Central California Food Bank, all the clients we serve, all of our agencies, we are just so blessed to have had the chance to work with you over these last years. And more than that, we just want to say thank you and congratulations, and you are so worth the honor that you've received today.
Hey, congratulations, Karen. You've done an amazing job winning this award. It's well deserved, and I'm sure this won't be the last one, but it's a big one, and congratulations.
I'm so happy to have you as a partner at the zoo, but also as a friend. Congratulations.
Karen, congratulations. There's no one more deserving for this award. You earned it, you got it, way to go.
Karen, listen, I got to tell you, you've done a wonderful job representing us out in the community. Your mom and dad would be so proud of you, and I'm so proud of you. So please know that, and I love you, honey.
I just think the world of you. No more deserving person than you. Congratulations, Mom.